Okay, hey everybody. Hi there. Late night stream? It's not Stalker Gamma. Let's do something different. I'm not sleepy yet, and I've been meaning to give this game some playtime. So let's do that. So welcome to Ozymandias. What is it? It is a Civ-Lite, kind of meant to be a single sit-down light strategy game. Kind of a 4X. It's a little hard to kind of describe. You'll see right away kind of how it plays. A lot of resource balancing and economic growth and such, and some light combat. So let's dive on in. I shall explain what I can. I've played like one game. I watched the tutorial stuff, I don't know, a few months back when it first came out. But there were some issues with the graphics setup for the way I do things, and I couldn't play it then. They fixed that in the meantime, and I got busy doing Stalker Gamma. But we're gonna give it a look. I do love board game conversions, board game, computer game hybrids. Big fan of that kind of thing. So let's find out how much fun can be had. We're going to do a single-player skirmish. I think the story campaign kind of is the tutorial-type series where they teach you things, I believe, but I'm not 100% on that. It's been too long since I looked into the details. We're just going to do a single-player skirmish. There are a number of choices we can pick from the Fertile Crescent map, and this is the civilizations that are available for us to use. I think this shows that... Yeah, I got a student level, difficulty level victory just a little bit earlier before I went live on the Fertile Crescent map. So I played the Assyrians on student difficulty, and we got a win. What else do we have? We have Asia with a whole bunch of options. We have the Indus Valley. We have the Ganges Plain. China. The Mediterranean. Oh boy. All right, we'll try that another time. That's too much. Greece, that might be fun. The Near East, and back to the Fertile Crescent. I'm going to stick to the Fertile Crescent. It's a little easier for me to explain if I play something I'm familiar with. So yeah, if we play more of this on the channel, we'll try some of the other stuff. But I'm going to stick with Fertile Crescent, which is the starter map for now. So we'll hit play. There is the map and the starting positions for each of the nations. So we have the Canaanites, we have the Hittites, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, and the Elamites. Each one is kind of rated for difficulty, depending on their kind of starting circumstances. These are the hardest, I believe. Yeah, very hard. Rich and fertile. Canaan is a promised land, but promised to whom? Because it's mostly desert and mountain, which is kind of expensive to build into and doesn't yield a lot of resources. So that's kind of a hard start. The Hittites up here, that's very hard. Hittites are hard. They're kind of wedged into a mountain corner, and they have to push out to get to the rivers. And then it's a lot of desert below them. The Assyrians are who I played earlier. They're a militant. And each of the nations also has this preset. So it shows what they start with resource-wise, and then they have a medley of various possible bonuses and negatives. So knowledge technologies cost the militant faction 25% more. Food technologies cost them more, but they can buy units for less, and they can buy power technologies for less. So that's important as well. The Babylonians. The god king Hammurabi laid down the law in Babylon. Outsiders must learn to obey. So 1525-50 versus 1530-30. So yeah, it changes up the starting resources as well. And they're scholarly, meaning they've got a bonus for buying knowledge tech and wealth tech. Cost less for them. Flags cost 1 food more, and unit costs more. So they have to pay more for their armies and their flags, which is how you buy land, basically. And then expand. And they're stated as easy. I think that's a positional thing. A lot of river valleys, and they can take advantage of some of the desert techs pretty quickly. Yeah, so that's kind of why they're there. The Elamites. These are mercantile. That makes sense. They're got a coastline they can take advantage of, tucked back in that nice little valley. Wealth technologies cost less, reducing waste costs less, new cities cost more, and power technologies cost more. Pretty important to know these and to kind of lean on the specific benefits of the faction, I guess, or nation. I don't know the game well enough to really do that, but they're stated as a hard. I might go with Assyrians again, go on a harder difficulty, and see if I can eke out another win, just because I'm more familiar with these guys. So let's do that. We'll select. So students, what I did last time. We have novice is the lowest level. You get more wealth. Plus 50% wealth, plus 30 wealth per turn. And students, what I did it on. Graduate, 10% wealth, and scholar is no bonuses. Oh, it goes all the way up to master. That for... I'm not sure what ALS stands for. I'm assuming that's giving bonuses to the other nations, your enemy nations. Alright, let's just bump it up one notch. We'll go to graduate. So instead of student, we'll go to graduate. We'll just get a little bit of a wealth boost. And we are militant, so power and unit cost are cheaper for us. Knowledge and food are more expensive. Alright. We are starting the game. I don't know how much detail I want to go into on explaining everything. I might just give a broad overview and then kind of explain as I go in parts. So what we got is all the nations are listed over here. It's a simultaneous turn game, so everybody's going to set their moves, and then it executes the turn, and then you go back to everybody sets their moves again. So it's not I go, he goes, he goes, he goes, he goes. We all set our orders for the round. Once everybody has got their orders input, then it processes the effect, and then we go on to the next round. So we each have our starting locations. We're going to be trying to expand our nation, taking control of the territory around us and getting larger and reaping the benefits of resources. We're going to have to raise armies. We're going to have those armies clash with the other nations once our borders start to mix together. It's a bit of a process there. We'll explain it when we get to that part. It'll be a little bit. But other things we can see, if we click on the crown icon, this is the victory condition screen. So with this map and difficulty and setup, this is the number of crowns required for victory. So 7 crowns are required. And these are the number of crowns awarded if you achieve whatever this list is. So in order to get these 3 crowns, you've got to have 18 power points. And I think you have to be in the lead of everybody else. I can't remember if it's just get to 18 and then everybody gets 3, or if it's the person in the lead gets this and keeps it. But however, just realize that you need 7 total crowns, and these different victory conditions are worth the number of crowns they list. So if you get 12 points of power technologies, you get a single crown. If you achieve 300 wealth, you get a single crown. It is possible to gain and then lose. If you capture cities and then they take a city back, you'll not be able to count those crowns anymore. But the first player or nation to 7 crowns is the victor. That's how it works. In addition, later we'll be picking certain opportunity cards that are like special victory objectives that give us additional rewards or opportunities. You'll see what I mean here in just a bit. They pop up, they give you a choice, you have to pick one of the 2 that they give you. And they can be various things like free tech, free resources, free power for your armies, things like that. So that's what this does, and they'll pop out to the side here to show you what ones you've currently got active. You can click on these guys to see what their details are and to highlight their current nations. That's all that's over there. Over here we have the very, very important tabs. We have knowledge and research. That's what this does. Don't freak out. It actually is pretty straightforward once you know what's going on. So don't get too excited. This is the same thing. Don't worry. It looks complicated. It's not really that complicated. As we move through things, it'll become fairly straightforward, and I'll explain it in a bit. This is how we spend our food. So this is research. This is money. This is food. This is power. Power is mostly in regards to how you grow your borders and the strength of your armies that you position on the map. Food is used mostly to take control of spaces around you, and for a few other things that we'll show. Money used for a bunch of things, and then research is for techs to make things either give you more resources or cost less to purchase things. You'll see when we get into the details there. So this is our starting area. We just have these, our home city, and these 6 tiles. We have options to purchase these additional tiles around us. But first, we're going to go look at our research screen. So there's a bunch of different resource tiles in the game. There's islands, rivers, grasslands, plains, hills, forest, desert, and sea. And this is your city population tiles. So think of each of these as a row. So this section here is a row only concerning the island tiles that are on the map. So all of this section here is specifically for islands. This flag, this makes it cheaper for you to plant flags or claim the territory. This will give you benefits to generating knowledge. For every one of these that you own, you'll generate a knowledge point so you can research faster. You'll get wealth if you purchase this one. It'll just generate, for every one you have, it'll generate cash, or it'll generate food. And that'll generate power. And that's pretty much it. It's just you pay the cost that's shown, and you will be able to generate more of what's showing here. With the exception of this first one. This just makes it cheaper to actually claim the tiles. So I can make it cheaper 3 different times by paying 5, then 8, then 12. And I could then have these flags for the ocean tiles down much cheaper to purchase. No real trade and diplomacy stuff. This is a very, very Civ-Lite fast game, so it doesn't have that kind of interaction. You'll see what I mean here as soon as we start processing turns. It'll go pretty quick. But that's the basics of how this setup works. So as you can see from our location, I'm not too concerned about ocean tiles. We're not going to have too many islands. We're not going to have too many deserts. The desert's way the hell down here. I'm mostly concerned with rivers and plains, with a secondary concern of mountains, and then just a little bit of forest. That's all I care about. But my overwhelming concern initially is going to be rivers and plains, or grassland. So these two right here. So notice that we start with a couple of these already selected. We're already getting cheaper costs for rivers. We've had 2 upgrades for rivers granted to us for our starting nation. And we've had one of the grasslands granted to us. So it's already cheaper for us to buy or take control of those territories. And I can make it even cheaper if I spend the points, the research points, to over here. Oh, these are extra yields, I mean. We're getting extra yield, not cheaper to buy. We're getting more food for our river tiles, and we're getting more food for grassland tiles. This is more money for the grassland. But that's all this is. It's just find your terrain type, and then just read across the row. This makes it cheaper to plant the flags, to take control of it. This gives more research, more money, more food, and this makes that tile produce more power in that space for your armies to take advantage of. That's pretty much all this is. This entire screen. It's just a graph of the different terrain types and getting bonuses out of them. The big part of it is picking which order to do things so you can maximize various bonuses and benefits and such. So given this and our overwhelming need for rivers and grassland expansion, because we want to expand out as quickly as possible, because everybody else is going to be doing that, and we're very quickly going to meld or merge our borders with somebody else. So I want to make it cheaper to do both grasslands and rivers to plant my flags, meaning the cost I have to pay. So we're going to go ahead and say, I've only got the one there currently. Oh, that's right, because it's all rivers adjacent otherwise. We'll do this one first, so you can see where it's going to be affecting this. So we'll pay for that. That's 5 of our 30 starting points. I could just go river, river, river. I could spend every single one of my points on rivers and then just race my border down as far as fast as I can. Let's, or I could spend points to have the rivers I own generate more research. So it's a big deal. Which you pick when. We don't need power right away. We'll get to that. Let's go ahead and do one of those. We're down to 12 points. I could get the very last one of the river. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we spent all 30 of our research points. We've now made it as cheap as possible. I cannot make it any cheaper to plant flags on rivers. It's now at the very bottom cost. So we're done with research. Let's go ahead and move over to money. This one looks weird and scary at first, but it is actually pretty simple as well. Money, whatever money you have left over at the end of the turn, meaning you haven't spent it on other things during your turn processing, and there are ways you can spend the money, like building armies. But whatever money you have left over when the turn processes gets split depending on the percentages you set right here. So right now, 100% of my leftover money is going to be going into food production, which is going to get me more food at the end of the turn. And that's all that does. So I can set percentages for these three categories any way I want, up to 100% total. If I want more research generated, I can back this off, and I can increase this, and I can generate more research. That's all there is to this. If I don't put 100% total in, then it's just going to leave some of the extra in the actual wealth category, so we'll have more wealth. If I go 100%, then I have less wealth at the end of the round to carry over. So it's a balancing act. You can just set these percentages however you'd like to try to make sure you have as much of the resources as you might feel you need. The only other two things about this screen really is there is waste, which is dependent on these that you can research into. So right now, at the end of this turn, 20% of my wealth will not be spent on other resources. And we're going to have a waste of a certain amount. At the end of this turn, 15% of your wealth will be wasted. So you either use it or you lose it within this this waste category. And you can put cash into these columns in order to lower the waste percentage. So 25% to start. If I spend 15 of my monies, I'll reduce it from 25 to 20. And then another 30 will reduce it to 15 and so on. And that's it. That's all this thing means. And you can see down here at the bottom what the totals are going to be if none of your base values up here change. So, there you go. I don't think I'm going to fiddle with this for this first round. It's not going to be super important right now until we get more land and we get some bonuses going. Then the numbers will get bigger quickly, and it'll be more important what we focus, and we'll fiddle with this a bit. All right, let's go to the other most important thing. So we're going to spend our food. You spend food to either claim land, and we've got our rivers down to a cost of 3 now. Base of 6, plus 2 distance from the nearest city, minus 3 from tax, and minus 2 because of adjacent hexes. So this river hex is going to cost me 3. I've got, what, 12 total? So we'll grab those. 6 more. Can't quite do both of these. Nobody's going to get that ahead of me. I need to race south as quickly as possible, so let's grab that one. The other thing you can do with food is build cities or upgrade cities to stronger cities, larger cities. It takes a lot of food to do that. We won't be doing that for a little while until we gain a bunch more territory. Then we'll have enough food production that we'll be able to start putting cities out. Cities cannot be adjacent to each other. That's about the only rule. And cities project power. They're a point where your armies start from. Things like that. That's pretty much it. We're done. That's our turn. So we've spent our research. I'm going to hold on to my money. We spent all of our food. This last category is going to come into play later. This is how you can see the various power ratios for borders that are competing against each other and armies that are adjacent on those borders. It'll make more sense a little bit later. We won't need to worry about it for a little while. But that shows the power numbers that are being projected by those tiles. All right, let's go ahead and hit done. Other nations will set up their turns. All right, so here's our first opportunity choice. We can either, if I pick this, during my turn, I can claim it, and I'll get a free grasslands flag. So basically, it'll claim a grasslands for free, which will save me 5 or 6, whatever my current cost to claim grasslands territories are. So it'll save me 5 or 6 food. Or I can take the wheeled carts opportunity, and if I place 3 flags on plains tiles, meaning I claim 3 plains, I'll get all the flag text for plains. We're going to do this one, absolutely. And during my turn, I'll make sure I grab 3 plains. Hopefully, if I have enough food. I'm not sure I'll have enough immediately. But as soon as we get 3 plains, we'll get the flag text for the plains, which will be a huge help. So we'll take that one. That'll be much more powerful for us than the first one was. All right, so we got our returns from our money expenditures last round. This is what we'll get next round if I don't fiddle with anything. We have very little research left. I could make... Yeah, let's do this one. We'll go ahead and get the -1 food to place flags in grasslands. That'll make it cheaper there. And this is what it's talking about regarding the technologies for the different types. So when we look at this, and it says all flag techs for that category. Oops. It's forest? No, that's not forest. It's, yeah, it's plains. So it'll fill in these ones that we're missing. Oops. Let's spend our food. So I want plains. That one's down to 2 because we got so many adjacent hexes. We got the 3 adjacencies, so that makes that one really cheap for us. So we'll grab that. 14 left, huh? Let's go. Whoops. Oh, I was wrong. These are plains. Damn it. I was thinking grasslands. This is going to be harder than I thought. I need to get to this, this, and this. Otherwise, we're never going to finish this. I screwed up what I was thinking of for the terrain types. There's a... What's the key? T. Yeah. They wanted this. I thought they were talking about this. So this is going to be a little rougher than I thought. We got one there we can grab. So if we can get to these 3, that'll be the simplest ones. Oops. Alright. Yeah, that's not as helpful as I was hoping. Whoops. Well, now I want an undo button. Undo. No. Oh, it undoes the entire turn. Oh, alright. Give me that. I still do want that. So, let's grab that plain. That grassland. So next turn we can grab that. And that one. And we'll be able to grab that. So next turn we'll have our 3 and we'll be able to get those techs. Unfortunately, like I said, it's not the grassland. So we're not going to get nearly the value out of that. Alright, we're pretty much done. I got some pretty good early synergies in that first game I did off camera. So, a free plains flag, or flags on hills, get all flag techs. Yeah, we're not going to get that done anytime soon. I would love to grab it, but... this isn't really worth that much. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Alright, so research. One short to get that last one for the grasslands food. I'm going to hold my research until I can do that. Okay, gotta get that, gotta get that. So there we go, we finished that. And by finishing it, we got all of these automatically. So it purchased them all for us. So if we get that mountains one done, it'll give us all of that. Yeah. Build a city on plains. It'll give us one of the yield techs for free. I can pick which one I want. Or we can claim this and get 2 food per grassland that we currently control. I think I'd rather get this. The food will help me expand faster for now. So, we'll grab that one and we'll go ahead and claim it. And that gave me a boost in my food. Go ahead and grab that before we do anything else. Alright, so grassland is now cheaper for us. Ah, 1 cost. I like 1 cost. Let's see. I really need to keep pushing south if I can. 18, huh? I would like to get to this river network before he does, but I think he's going to get there first. $14. Build a city 5+ spaces away from your others. You get +1 level. I think that's +1 level in the city. Or I can grab a mountain flag, which would help me towards that. Can I get 5? I think I can get 5 away, and I'd love to plant a flag as close to the Babylonians to my south as possible. So while I'd like that, I think I'm going to do this one. So I think it won't let me place here. And I need 30. Damn it. Not sure I can get 5 away. Unless I can grab all of these. And then get the city planted next round. Let's absolutely grab those. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we are complete. We've got all 3 of these as cheap as we can make them. Mountains would be my next one, or hills. Hopefully I can get that tech done in 1 round, maybe 2, and then get all of this for any further expansion automatically. Save me the 30 research. Only got little scattered bits of forest to worry about. I think I'm going to hold on to my research. We'll let that accumulate a bit. No changes here either. Ah, sea captain. Alright, we've maxed out now. I don't know if you can... you can't get 4. I'm not sure if when it shows the 4th, if you can throw one out, or if it just doesn't show you until you get one of these done. I'm going to try to do this one. We've got 30 food. If I forego my entire turn, we might be able to get a city down. Yep, right there. That's not 5 spaces, though, is it? 5+. I think that's only 4. Damn it. So close. I think I have to wait at least 1 more turn. Let's see. Let's grab that. Hey, 5 flags in 1 turn, we get a flag tech. So I can pick any of the flag techs that I want. We're already hoping to get that column for free. We're already maxed out there. I think I'll just take the forest one. Any other research to do? We're gonna have to start thinking about getting some power generated pretty soon. Let's go ahead and we need to get these as early as possible because we're doing the expansion right now. After a short bit, everything's going to be taken and we're going to be wrestling hexes away from the other territories. So the earlier you can get these, the better. They start losing their value after a bit. That's it. Uh-oh, we're in conflict up here. And I didn't make it to that river valley over there. Stop it with the sea stuff. Own 3 cities on a river. I have none so far. Yeah, well, it's got to be that one. Alright, can I do it yet? I still can't do it. We're still only 4. Alright, gimme. Let's do a big old fat land grab. That one makes me cringe. 20 points, huh? To grab the last of the... I can either save it up for some of the more expensive stuff in the center to increase my yields. Nah, let's grab it. Get it done. Ooh, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the military on the rivers. This will increase our power on river spaces. It's going to be really important in our struggle against Babylon here. You just dropped a city there. Deserts and 3 cities on grassland. That's going to be the most likely. Oh, now I can reject both, I see. Unfortunately, I gotta reject both. Can I do it yet? I think I can do it finally. That 5? 1, 2, 3. I think that's 5. Let's find out. Cool. So it's an upgraded city. Instead of being a 2 city, it's a 3 city. We got not much research coming in. I got to get my research up. Only way to do that is to spend in this column, which means we need research in order to get research. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, we need to cut this down a bit. I need more research, please. Ouch. Uh-oh. Build a city on a grassland. Or I can claim this and we'd get 2 food for every river hex we currently own, which would be a big food boost for us, so we can do a big expansion or drop another city or 2. Or if I drop a city on one of my existing grasslands, we'll get a free yield tech in the grasslands, which I could make a research yield tech. So while I want this one, I need to get my research going, so we're going to take that. And let's get a city on a grassland space. So we've got one over here. I need to get one. I think that one would be pretty good to try to project some power down towards Babylon on another front. Or get one up here to start helping me against this guy. He just plopped one down right there, which is not good. Let's get this one done first. So, we get a free yield tech. We want the research. That's why it shows 0 cost now. I can take any of these 3. So I can either get more research, more money, or more food out of my tiles. So that's going to give me a pretty big boost. We've got 14 grasslands, and this will give me +1 research per turn per grassland. So at the bottom of the screen here, you can see, if I highlight it, it's showing me I'm going to go from 21 research to 35. That was the whole point of this, so we have got to get our research boosted. Okay, let's see. So we're hard up against the other guys now. I just need to try to fill in as much as I can before they loop around me and wedge me in. Grab those and those. I'm gonna leave this the same. So we're maxed out on all the terrains that are near me. We're still trying to hope to get the mountains completed on its own. That'll be pretty much next. I've only got a couple more spaces to grab, and then we're heading into the mountains. So we'll let that take care of itself. Do we start grabbing military research? Or... oh, that'd be much better right there. 25. That'll again get me another +18, because we have 18 rivers. So that'll pay for itself in just barely over 1 turn. So our lack of research, we've now, what, doubled it? Tripled it? Just about tripled it, I think. Good to go. Yeah. Hi. Nobody's going to take those. Uh-oh, more food, but I don't have that many of the planes. That won't help me because... oh, that'll give me a free river, but we don't... do I have any rivers? I'm not sure I have any rivers left I can take. I guess we'll grab the food bonus. Small though it will be. +6. And I'm nowhere close to either of these. Alright. Hey, you. He's going to try to get here again as well. So I need flags on hills or 3 cities on rivers. We really need to start expanding into the mountains. So I should grab flags on hills. Now that we have all the flag techs, that just got a lot cheaper. So that just dropped by 3 because we now have all 3 of the flag techs. I went from 13 down to 10. Grab those up. Grab everything. Oh! Ooh. Do I want that? I'm not sure I want that. Oh crap, he planted yet another city over there. I need to get another city up like over here. Or maybe in the mountain space as soon as I can. I guess. So we got all of the flag techs, so it'll be cheaper for us to purchase or take ownership of all of those different terrain types, which is pretty much all I care about. Alright, what were we going to buy? I got 64 now. I've got 20 rivers. I could buy that for 50 and be, once again, we would gain 20 more research, jumping us up from 56 to 76 a turn. Which I'm inclined to do. The faster we can get this research jacked up as high as possible, the faster we can buy all of these other yield generators. Can I get away with not spending it on military for a little longer is what I'm worried about. I don't think anybody's dropped an army yet. Yeah, we gotta go for this. Ouch. Ouch. I was really hoping to get over there and cut him off before he could do that. Double your knowledge yield. Reduce the waste for knowledge production. We're heading that way, but I don't have a lot of mountains yet to get a bunch of benefit out of this. This isn't really worth a whole lot. I mean, I would do it automatically anyway, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the cash. Yeah, I was really hoping to come across and cut him off before he got this far north. That's gonna suck if he actually gets all expanded out into there, because he tends to also expand out into the huge desert area. Alright, what are we up to? I've got all the research I can get in my two primary terrain types. Mountains would be my next opportunity eventually. But right now I only have 3. Start getting the cash income. Or the food so we can get cities built faster. He's gonna go there, and I'm not gonna be able to stop him. I can still go across. I take that stupid sea spot. I don't know, got 48. I'd really like to get a city dropped up here. And over here. Still need to get the 3 cities on the river. Yeah, I'm gonna regret this. Yep. No. Oh, you bastard! All right, this. I think Babylon's gonna kick my ass. I'm pretty sure Babylon's gonna put the hurt on me. All river techs are all river yield techs. So if I buy the final river yield tech, it'll have the cost to move units in rivers. We'll go ahead and take that. What do we got? So claim this now. So now we got faster unit movement once we have units. I'm really annoyed he got that city in right there. Alright, let's get that city in over there for this round. Let's drop that down a bit. Do I want to be the first one to drop an army? I'm try to wait a little longer. Uh-oh. Army on the border. Army on the border. Everybody thought about it right about the same time. Goldsmith. So if I give the goldsmith 50 money, I will return or receive 15 for the next 7 turns. So what's that? 105. So I'll double my money over the period of time. Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. Or I can get a free forest flag, which isn't really going to happen. Alright, so now we get into the part where we got armies in the field, and that's what this means. So he's exerting influence on these two spaces now that I control. So if we take a look, he's blue, I'm red, so he's going to take control of this one. He will also take control of this one because he's got 3 power to my 2. Unless I change things up by getting an army over here. I don't know if I'll be able to... I expected to lose this stupid ocean tile. I'm not too surprised about that. And I don't have a lot of money. Let's spend some money. Yeah, this is not good. So, I can have the army appear in one of the cities and it costs nothing. Or I can have it move, it can burn food in order to force march to a particular location. So let's just do that. We're out of cash. Time to do some research again. So I can't do a lot. I could get 7 more research for that. But I'm thinking I better start getting some military out too. So let's project some power into rivers and grasslands. And then get research out of the mountains. And I think we're done. All right, let's see. Let's get... Ah, bastard. Alright, now things are getting interesting. So, one more city on a river, and I'll get that free river power tech. All hills yield techs. Halves cost to move. Oh, gotta get all the hill techs. Yeah, that'll take a lot of points. Reduce knowledge waste. That improves my cash for research ratio. But that means I gotta max out the knowledge. Let's go with... I'm going to want all the hill yield techs anyway, and then make it cheaper for my units to move through. But I don't know how powerful this is long term, having the academy. I think this ratio might be pretty powerful over time. Let's take the academy. I might regret it. So I'd have to reduce the knowledge waste. That is here. It's this column that they're talking about. So it would cost me 105 monies. I don't quite have it right now. 105 to fully buy that out, which would activate that. And then any money I put into here would generate more research for the money I put in. Yeah, it's 1-to-1 right now. This will make it 1-to-2 or 2-to-3, so it improves the output. Instead of 1-to-1, 2-to-3. I think that'll be pretty valuable long term. But do I put the money in now? I've got multiple armies on my borders. You can see here, even though he's got an army here, we're going to be taking ownership of this because we have advantages in grasslands and river that I invested money into. So my one army against his one army, we still have the advantage because of the power points we've purchased. +1 from unit, +2 from techs, +1 from a nearby city, versus his 1 from a unit, 1 from a tech. So if nothing changes, we'll take all 3 of these spaces. He'll probably relocate, and his guy doesn't have enough to put pressure on my territory here. I'm thinking instead of buying those waste techs to go ahead and get a second army out on the border here. But I gotta pay attention up here too. That guy's currently gonna take that space away from me if I don't get somebody up there to help out. This is where it gets really froggy. What do you do? I think I'm gonna have to hold off on getting this done. And remember, if I spend the money on other things like raising armies, then there's nothing left over to divide out to get your bonuses. I gotta not spend the money so that there's a pool of cash left over to then divide 50-50 into these two purchases. So as soon as I use this to purchase an army, all of a sudden my next turn numbers are going to be quite different. So it's what, 56? A little over half of my money. I think I need to pay attention to the south. I think Babylon is my larger difficulty. So let's get one more army put in down here, and then the next army I'm going to have to send up north. I think if we go here... yeah, let's go there. Alright, I'm thinking of getting another power tech. I've got all the research that's going to do much. We only have 4 forests, so that's not going to help a lot. We only have 3 plains, so that's not going to help a lot. But if I increase my power level in grasslands and rivers, me and Babylon, well, I can hopefully maintain an advantage and then get some focus up north. So let's go with... or do I go with yield? I could get a lot of food generated just from this one choice. 63 to plus 14 on top of my 63. Let's go river. And every time you buy one of these, it gets more and more expensive for the later purchases. This is the running total. So I've got 3 total bonus power in rivers, 2 in grasslands. I haven't bought any for these other ones yet. Get the cash yield from the mountains, I think. Alright. Give me another city here. Oh, don't have enough. I can either upgrade a city, or I can drop... I think I'm going to hold on to my food for one more round, even though there'll be some waste. Ah, I got a second army out. Dunk. He's just grabbing up so much territory. Uh-oh. He definitely bought some power changes. Own the most forest. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't like either of these two choices. I need one more river city to get that one done. Spend a bunch on the knowledge for that one. The earlier I get that done, the better the reward's going to be. Still don't have enough for the whole thing in one bite, and it would leave nothing for next round. And we've got 2 armies now pushing on my northern border. Notice the swap here. He's actually got enough armies and power. He probably bought some power bonuses. So I'm going to lose. I don't swap the army over. gotta get another army out. Ouch. So we got a power tech for rivers. That's good. It's pretty expensive to get more food out of mountains or hills. Well, let's go. Let's hold it. Try to get some alright, we'll hold the rest of that. Double your food yield and reduce waste. Oh, no threatened hexes. Nah, it's you play single map matches. It's a single session intended sit down Civ-Lite type of a game. There's no grand strategy, moving from area to area and rolling units forward with experience or anything like that. It's way lighter than that. What it does have is like 8 or 10 different maps currently with varying numbers of civilizations, and all the civilizations have different combinations of bonuses and negatives and so on. Different starting positions and difficulty levels that change things up. But the basics of the gameplay are always the same per map. Alright, so he's putting pressure down here and up here, so we're okay on this side for the moment. My two guys, he added another army and he's moved. So I need to relocate also. Let's go to that position. Hopefully we can hold the border for a bit. He's expanding way more and faster than I am, unfortunately. We're going to start getting hammered by Babylon. I'm really worried about them. I didn't get nearly as good a start with synergies of what kind of bonuses I got on the opportunities this game. Alright, so I wanted to get the last of the bonuses here on one of our main terrain types. So we're going to go ahead and pay for that. Then from here, it's going to be that one, and then a bunch of military tax. There's not a lot else I can really do here. So we might back off on research for a little bit. Can we get... Oh, there we go. Let's do that. We'll get a couple of extra power points generated. We'll throw cash in to get power generated. Alright. What are we looking at? Let's... let's do that. We can eke out another power point. Let's see. I'm not sure. I might be able to hold this position a little bit if I can put pressure and make him bring somebody up here to keep me from capturing cities in the hills. I don't have a lot of hill bonuses, so I don't know if I'll be able to exert enough pressure. Alternatively, I'd love to get one more army over there. Let's give this a try. Oops. Oh, I don't have the food. Alright, fine. Go there instead. Let's see how he likes that. Spend 25 plus food on the army move. See, these two both absolutely suck. I don't think my empire's big enough to spend 25 food on an army move. And I've got movement bonuses on the rivers and the plains at half rate, so I don't think I could ever actually accomplish that stupid thing. Alright, we'll take that one. What are we sitting on now? I gotta get my knowledge waste down, double my food yield, and then that one's useless. Yeah, he's getting pressure from the south, which is great, but I don't have enough power up north to take these with just the one army. I don't have enough mountain bonuses. So let's get this spent finally. Alright, so now we got a better conversion rate for research bonus. So I'm getting 0. Oh, that's because there's no money left. I spent all my money. So we're not going to get a bonus to armies this round, which is okay. Because the pressure is off for this round. It'll be next round. They'll probably relocate some folks. But maybe these guys. We're okay. Alright, let's get the armies moved first. I do want you there. I doubt I can put enough pressure on this city, but I wouldn't mind taking these. I think I'm just going to leave these guys alone. I do need to get another army up here as soon as I can. Alright, research. Is it time to go all about the armies yet? Let's put some serious pressure on the mountains. Oh yeah, I wanted to get the last... that one. Now let's do that first. Alright, so we've raised power in our cities. I think it's the city and then every space adjacent to the city that the power projects into. We raised power in our hills by 2, which would be a nice bump. This will be interesting to see how this plays out. That upgraded, and Run back north. Invasion. Yeah. We lost that. Uh-oh. He did a big flip-flop just like I did. Reduce wealth waste, I get it all the way down to 0. If I pay to get it down to the lowest value, then it'll actually drop to 0. Sure, we're going to want to do that long term anyway. Okay, so he apparently bought some power as well, because we're well outperformed here now. Even single army, he's got me crunched. Ouch, this might be a really bad turn. And I still don't have enough power up here to take get any momentum. I think he's out teching me now. Yuck. We're way high cost now. Yeah, I'm falling behind the curve. I think I'm about to get rolled. Can't afford to move that guy out. I can't afford another army. If I leave the cash in, we'll get the extra 3 power. No, this is just gonna suck. He's faked me out. He's just bouncing back and forth, protecting the border from each of us each round. See, I would love to take this. But I gotta get rid of something. I don't think there's a way of getting rid of cards that are already taken. So, still trying to double my yield. That one's just a piece of crap. And reduce wealth. Wealth is no longer wasted. Doubling my food yield at this point is gonna suck. That's getting expensive. I mean... Uh-oh. I gotta make sure I keep some cash, because I need to be able to get another army out. I don't know that I can afford this. I want the research boost after we spent all the money getting that put together for that better 2 for 3 trade. Whoops. Forgot to move somebody up. My bad. That sucks. Well, we held them off. Own more armies than cities. That's not likely to happen. Reduce power waste to minus 50%. Oh, never mind. I can't take anything. You bum. I got better things to do than defend against you also. I needed 128. Oh, look at that research. Really? Ouch. Let's back that off for a little bit. Get that to 4. Now let's try to go around with... I need to get some cash so I can get one more army out. Two more city pop and I'll get that completed. And then we're what? 3 armies or fleets away from another 2. That gets me to 5. I'm not going to have spaces on the map. I'm not going to get captured cities. I'm apparently way behind on power. But we can get that one for sure. That one won't be too far off. I'd have to do both of these, which I can do. 1 power technology and then just hold some cash. Alright, I think that's our plan. We need to get another... I'm trying to do the 3 mountain cities, which will finish this one off. And then we'll try to get armies up at the same time, and then power and cash. We'll just try to hold off long enough to secure that stuff if we can. Alright, so I got nothing being threatened on my borders. Problem is I won't be able to get that 3rd mountain city. So we just got the pyramids complete, so we're 3 out of our 7 victory points. But I don't have another mountain space because it won't let me build a city on a contested border. And I can't build here because I have a city here. And I don't own any other mountains. So I need to force some change of ownership over here, or capture this, one or the other. So let's give them an opportunity. How much is the differential over here? 11 to 7. 5 from units. I think I'll lose some territory if I move my guy out of here. So we gotta do that. And I'm thinking getting this guy up here. If I can get a couple more mountain spaces carved out and then get one more city in, we'll at least be able to get rid of this. Which will give us a lot of power in the mountain area for free. Yeah. Let's see if we can manage that. Plus we need another army to get towards the completion of that mission goal anyway. Alright, let's see how you like that. And what else? Let's grab... We're going to get all the power tech. I'm not going to spend here, because when we manage to get that 3rd city down, we'll get the last for yeah, we'll get that one for free. So let's do... I think either plains or river tech. Well, we just got another one. So we got our power technologies done. So all I need... We need 3 more points. Absolutely not, absolutely not. So it's going to be the armies and fleets. Gives me 2. And then just save up 300 bucks. Uh-oh. Somebody else got one. It's gonna be funny when I buy 2 fleets, because they're cheaper. And put them right in here, just to meet that goal. Still can't get another mountain city down, though. I think when we take this one, I'll be able... No, that's adjacent. I still won't be able to get one in. I need multiples over here. Let's try to get a couple spaces. Try to get this moved out a little further. We'll get both of those if nothing changes. Nobody's contesting me over here. He's defending down south. Alright. Bring a lot of guys up here. Let's force the issue. And I'm a little tired of you. Ah, bastard. I want my city, damn it. Sitting on these stupid things I can't do anything with. If I go up here, I can force... It's getting a little hard to find useful things to research now. It's time to back off on research. The really expensive upgrades are about the only thing left. I'm not putting anything into it now. I have no cash left to boost this anyway. Let's get it back to 2. Uh-oh. Look at that. Look at that a-hole. That's funny. That's funny. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe I can get a big push on this guy while I just stalemate him for a bit. If I can even get a city here once I push forward a couple of rounds, that would work. I just got to get one more mountain. Uh-oh, he's up to 2. One more army will get me 2 more. That gets me to 6. Then it's just money. But it costs money to get the army out. I don't have enough money for the next army either. Could do a navy and then just save my cash. We're at 6. All I gotta do is generate wealth. Get to 300 wealth in my coffers. So if we're gonna do that, then we want nothing anywhere. And we want all of our wealth to go into our pocket. So theoretically, we'll finish it out. If I don't get steamrolled. Wow, look at those numbers. Not where I wanted to, dude. Here you go. That's what we need. Dun dun. Defending. Uh-oh. I think we lost one. Well, oh no, we're still at 6. Holy crap! Yeah, it's gonna be close. I don't know how close he is to finishing any of the other things. Oh, I can see him right there. Ouch. So he can do it with spaces on the map or 2 armies. I think he's probably gonna beat me to the victory. Closest I've got, it's gonna take me 2 turns to get to Hanging Gardens. I'm nowhere near on anything else. Oh. I guess we'll see. Man, he must have some massive numbers on the mountains. He's got 1 army up there, and I can't get any forward progress into these mountains. Oh, he's got the city there. That's what's doing it. Those 2 cities are projecting so much power into the adjoining spaces, I can't overcome the city bonus. That's why we're pretty much stalemated right there. Because I've got the city and he's got a city, so these nearby spaces are tough. Alright, and he rushed up and defended here, so I can't get that. Theoretically, if I spend nothing, 2 turns, I'll have the victory, but I think he's going to beat me there. I think this is a lost cause. Let's try to reinforce elsewhere. I think the match will be over before I manage to get that mountain cities done. So let's spread out and force him to do the same. Anything I can buy that's more money? Little tiny bit more money. It's not going to change the number of turns it's going to take, so I don't think it really matters. It's going to be close. The opportunity cards have really crippled me this time. I haven't been able to take advantage of them. Alright, well, next turn I'll have it. I don't know what happens in the case of both of us arriving at the 7 points simultaneously. I don't know how they're going to count it. I'm not sure what the tiebreaker conditions are, or if it keeps going until one of us ends a turn with more than the other. It's gonna take my last space. Not cool, dude. I can't push over here because, again, he's got cities projecting power into the adjacent spaces. So all of these spaces, I can't get further in without bringing a lot more stuff up here. So let's just keep us from losing anything this turn, I think. Just keep all of our borders. Let's see what happens at the end of the round. What can we buy? Another plains upgrade, or grassland upgrade, or another mountain upgrade? And let's go with the grasslands upgrade. Don't have enough food. Alright, let's see what happens. We got 7, he's got 5. Victory!
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
Yes, despair. Alright, Syrians are victorious. And we get a nice little chart. First place, the Vorm. And like I said, I think we got hamstrung pretty hard by the opportunity cards. They did not come out at all well for us. We got a bad set of terrain options for the early cards, and then I didn't get to actually use a card for the last 15 turns of the match. So that didn't go well, but we still managed to eke it out. The trick, as always, is of course to not paint the map. You want victory points, so just be really careful to go for the victory point and watch what your enemies are doing, what they're going for. So we got pyramids, colossus, hanging gardens, and temple of Artemis. So we managed to do it with not much more than what we started with. We eked forward a tiny bit over here, but we stalemated against Babylon. And like I said early on, he started explosive growth. I couldn't keep him from getting up into the mountains area up here, and then he started into the deserts for that total number of tiles bonuses. These outside guys, these are the hard starting positions. These two are the power easier starts, so it's not unusual that it finishes out this way. How many armies did he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 6. I think I had 6 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty much just down to the two of us. Alright, cool. Well, there you have it. That is Ozymandias. Beyond that, if I hit main menu, it's going to shrink the screen. It's something weird about their graphics options, so I'm not going to hit main menu. But a lot of different maps, a lot of different difficulty options, and starting positions you can try out. Basic gameplay is going to be kind of similar. It does seem to have a bit of a heavy focus on some of the randoms. Those opportunity cards, specifically, that's really their wild card. That's the random variable. Otherwise, everything else is pretty static with the bonuses and starting positions and so on. There's no random involved. So the opportunity cards can play a pretty significant difference in what's going to happen. But we upped the difficulty, eked out another win on graduate level. So yeah. So if you enjoy seeing some Ozymandias, let me know, of course. And we'll see if we can bring it back on the channel again sometime. I'll get this sent over to YouTube in a day or so. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to probably try to go to bed. Have a great night. Stay safe out there.